Hey everybody, good morning. It's Camo Dave. Let's do a little rant here this morning for Monday. What is today? The 4th of October, right? 4th. Yeah, I think so. Anyway, one of the things I was mentioning when I was doing one of my earlier videos was how, and it was a good point that Into the Mystery 13 Jed brought up in his latest video about why he's giving up, on-the-road van life. And he hasn't been doing on-the-road van life for quite a while. But one of the interesting things that he mentions is how he sees YouTubers basically putting up videos that really don't reflect their true personalities. You hear this about a lot of public figures, television stars, politicians, stuff like that, media people, that who you see on television, who you see in the movies, who you hear on the radio, it's not really the real person, okay? That they take some time and they create a personality for the media, and that's who you see. Johnny Carson, it was always said, was not the person. When you saw Johnny Carson, when you met him in person, he was not the man you saw on television. And a lot of movie stars are like that. You'll meet them in person, and in just regular life, when they're not putting they're not putting up their persona, and they're quite different people in real life. And I am kind of interested in that aspect according to YouTube, because as Jed was saying in his Into the Mystery 13 video, he said that it kind of bothered him about the whole YouTube thing, putting your nomadic channel up on YouTube, putting your, nomadic life on YouTube, that the people aren't really the real people. You let people see only what you want them to see, and whether that's just your events in your life, but it also affects what, your aspects of your personality. And it is true. It's true, when you are doing a video and you're shooting segments and you're editing it and you're putting it together, it's much easier to create a persona. Say you're not really happy. Say you're not really happy today. It's a miserable day, but you kind of, hi everybody, it's a wonderful day. Oh, look at the park. It's beautiful. It's sunny. You act. You're acting. You're playing a part. It's like me, my name is Dave Hughes, and my persona is Camo Dave. And I don't know, it's hard for me to judge, I am probably a very different person as Camo Dave than if you met me and, knew me, yeah, I don't know. Anyway, so, is Eric Jacobs and Nomadic Fanatic the same person? Is Kevin Appling and Camper Van Kenny the same person? Is, you wonder. And, I think when you're watching edited, and I'm not going to say scripted, but these things are almost scripted videos that people do. When you're watching these videos, you're really not seeing the real person, or they're very heavily manipulating what you see about them. What I was saying in my video this morning, reacting to Into the Mystery 13 Jed's comments, is that I think what is interesting about the live streams, YouTube, not recently, but a while back, started up live streams where you can go on live and chat for hours and hours and hours if you want. What's interesting about the live streams is it's kind of like a criminal being led into the police questioning room. Okay, you did it, but you're gonna, you've got your story down pat. And, they get you in there. Do you want a lawyer? You go, no, because I'm confident that I didn't do it. And, okay, did you do it? No, I didn't do it. And tell us your story. What happened? I didn't do it. And then they wear you down, right? You're there for hours and hours, and they ask you over and over, and they have certain psychological tricks. And eventually you break down because they kind of know you did it. And they want you just to admit it. I did it. I did it. You know, that's, you see this on these channels, you know, that do the true crime stuff. You know, you're led into the police questioning room, and eventually, you know, that's why it's always good to have a lawyer. Eventually you admit that you did it. Don't do that. Don't say anything. Well, I think the live streams are kind of like YouTube's version of the police questioning room, where when you do a live stream, and people, even if they're shorter live streams, I've seen people do half-hour live streams, sometimes an hour and a half, 2 hours, longer. You start, if you watch, you start to see the veneer come down, and you start to see the person being themselves. I think that's what's very interesting. I don't know how many nomads, and I'm, again, not going to mention any specific names, but you know, they like to present this certain opinion, position. Oh, hey, am I just a cool cat? I'm a good old guy. Da-da-da-da-da. I'm just happy, and I love everything. And then when they get on their streams, you know, they're, I'm worried about this, I'm worried about... They say things. They'll drop little political references. Sometimes they drop a religious reference. They'll start, just drop things that they probably would not allow themselves to put in a video. The you know, what do they call it? The curtain, the wizard behind the curtain. All of a sudden, the curtain, you can see past the curtain. The curtain is open a little bit. You can see the wizard behind the curtain. And it is interesting. You know, if you have the fortitude to watch some of these live streams and stick with them, you can see people that you can see. They're really afraid. Their YouTube income is dropping, and they're worried. They're worried. They're worried about life on the road. They're worried about the political climate in America. They're worried about their relationships with other people. They're worried about a lot of things, and you can actually see people's true selves if you sit and watch some of these live streams on YouTube. It is kind of interesting. You know, they're in the police, they're in a way, they're being grilled by you, the audience. And for a while they'll start out at the beginning with their own friendly YouTube personality, and then by about the hour and 22-minute mark, you start to hear them drop things into the conversation like, oh, really? Oh, really? Is that what you think about other people? Oh, really? Is that what you think about the opposite sex? Oh, really? You know, oh, my YouTube channel's going great and wonderful. Oh, it's all, you know, and oh, really? Your channel isn't doing so great. Oh, really? You're incredibly lonely. Oh, really? You get these things in that. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not going to point anybody out, because everybody has their flaws. Everybody has their insecurities. Why is it that whenever I do one of these shows, we always get chased by the guy in the tractor that's mowing the fields? It's like, I can't do my video. Don't follow me. He's following me. No, you know, I'm just saying, it's interesting that we can see through the veneer better during the live streams. You know, and it is true. People on YouTube, especially when you do the edited videos, you're projecting a certain part, you know, you're only letting a certain part of yourself come through, and it's usually a positive side of things. And it is interesting in the live streams that the truth sometimes just has to come out, you know? I don't know. It's good little vignette on psychology and society and the craziness that is YouTube, you know? Very interesting. So anyway, be careful. All I say is, if you're a creator, my advice is to be careful on your live streams, because you're probably letting your viewers know way more about you than you're intending to let, you know, or that you're comfortable with letting them know about. All right, folks, that's it for my short. I'm keeping the rant short today. I'm not driving either. Somebody say, I got like one foot that's a little shorter than the other, so I'm kind of like the gimp. All right, folks, so that's it. All right, everybody, thanks for watching. What do you think? What do you think? Which YouTubers, if any, which of the YouTubers, if any, do you think puts up a version of themselves that is probably closest to the truth, okay? Is that possible? Is it possible for you to produce a video where you actually show your real self. And what's wrong? Is there anything wrong with not showing your real self? You know what? How about this? When you see other people, when you're with other people, you become a different person. Isn't it true? When you're with your grandmother, who's maybe very religious, you're a very certain person. And when with your friends and you're out partying, you're a different person. When you're with, different groups of people, you know a certain friend is a certain way, you become a different person. You're not a different person, but you take certain parts of your personality and emphasize them. You know what I'm saying? You are, in a way, a different person because you judge the mix of personalities that are around you. If you're talking to your boss, you would talk to your boss a certain way and look a certain way and act a certain way. Then you would talk to your friendly coworker in the back room, having a soda pop by the snack bar. You know what I'm saying? You're a different person. I don't know. And the same thing's true on YouTube. And there's nothing wrong with that. It is normal human behavior. But it is interesting to see people on YouTube trying to portray themselves in a certain way. And how if you watch them long enough, and if you especially watch them doing those live streams, you can definitely see through the veneer. You can see that somewhat a look into their true personality. And sometimes it ain't such a pretty picture. Thanks for watching. Vlog under. God, I knew this thing would do this. Okay, this camera drives me crazy. Let's do this. Let's see if I can get this thing to turn off. 3, 2, 1.